February 23rd, 2011. Hello. I'll be writing on this blog because I'm researching a show called Happy Appy. One of the main reasons why I'm researching this show is because I've been fascinated with missing TV shows, episodes, and movies. Like most people who research missing episodes, I'm hellbent on finding London After Midnight, the 108 missing Doctor Who episodes, and Him, the 1974 film where a man has a sexual obsession with Jesus. Even though I should be helping the search for any fragment of the missing episodes and films, I'm going to research this one series for now. Another reason I want to research this show is because I've actually had experience with it. In about, 2001? It was around 8 in the morning. My younger brother, who was 7 at the time, was watching a local TV station in its child TV show block, I believe it was called. Or I don't know. It was after a dubbed episode of Blue's Clues, it started to air a show called, I can't even remember, it was some Russian name, but I remember in English it was Happy Apple. I can barely remember the episode's plot, but it was about this apple who was trying to help a kid named Nathaniel. It felt sort of low budget, but since my brother liked the episode, I didn't mind watching it. The only thing that made me dubious was the evil smile that the apple did in the middle of the episode. From what I gathered in the first few weeks of Noggin's existence, this Happy Appy show began production. Its plot was about a giant clay apple with arms, baby blue eyes, and large dark green lips, being held by a bent, rusty stick. He would go around in a white 1996 Ford Windstar, helping children whenever they got injured. As the show kept going, the episodes started to become more, I don't know, how do you say, I guess unusual is the word. For one example, Happy Appy would often stare at the viewers of the show with a, kind of a deranged smile. I think it's also worth mentioning that the series slowly got more violent as the series progressed. Happy Appy was one of the shorter shows on Noggin, with every episode being 10 minutes long at most. They were played in duets, making each full episode 20 minutes long, minus commercials. A couple of months after Happy Appy aired its first episode, Nickelodeon canceled the show, and it was never seen again on Noggin, or Nick Jr. even. Even the much more appropriate episodes weren't shown for whatever reason. However, some parents did record the show, but they were VHS copies. Of those said VHS copies, only a few survived through the years. The tapes were destroyed either due to neglect, or disgust, or simply misplaced and thrown out by accident. However, some copies of the show were reportedly stolen by a shadowy figure. I was one of the lucky people to own a copy of the episodes. Yesterday, when I did some winter cleaning, I found an old DVD with HA episodes written on it. I had a feeling that I knew this abbreviation from somewhere. I did some research on what HA meant. My first choice was the forum about missing episodes and films that I normally go to. When I entered the missing episodes section on the forum, the first thread I saw was named HA ? What is this? It was posted by a woman who had, like me, found a VHS with the initials HA on it. As I read the thread more, I found out that the initials on the disc stood for Happy Appy. This instantly reminded me of the weird low-budget show that I watched with my brother in 2000. In the replies, the users claimed that there were no known DVD copies around. I'm not sure how the disc got there, though. I certainly don't remember owning a disc that looked like it. After viewing the thread, I went ahead and put it into the disc drive, hoping that it would work. Thankfully, the disc did work, and it instantly cut to the intros of the episode. No menus or anything. Happy Appy's intro song had the same tune as Mary Had a Little Lamb, and went something like this. Happy Appy App, Happy App, Happy App, Happy Appy App. He helps kids all day. Happy Appy App. Happy App, Happy App, Happy Appy App. He helps kids all day. Happy Appy App. Happy Appy App. Happy Appy App. He helps kids all day. Episode 1 and 2 were called Happy's Vacation and Hurt Happy, respectively. Happy's Vacation was exactly what you'd expect. Happy Appy goes on a vacation to the beach, heals injured kids, and even talks down a bully into not hurting a kid. Hurt Appy was about Happy's stick getting broken, and these kids teaming up to help Happy Appy by giving him bandages and fruit. Nothing seemed out of place when I first saw it, but when I saw it a second time, the episodes looked, questionably odd. When Happy was driving his van to the beach in Happy's Vacation, a few seconds were skipped. At first I ignored it, saying that it could be a scratched DVD, but when I checked the disc, it had no scratches on it whatsoever. Also, during the fruit scene in Hurt Appy, the kids gave him an apple for whatever reason. It could have been a mistake by the producers though. Finally, I noticed something in Hurt Appy that looked, out of place. In Happy's van, during the intro to Happy's Vacation, there was what looked like a border of the Hope poster, but it is so out of frame that it could have been something else. At the end of the Hurt Appy episode, there was also a news broadcast about a 9.0 earthquake that recently struck Japan. Happy responded, "Oh no, if you want to help these Japanese, call this number." And a 1-800 number was listed. I thought those were just coincidental. Well, I was wrong. Episodes 3 and 4 were even stranger. The intros of the 2 episodes were cut out, but I found that the 4th episode's name was Nate Needs Help. This struck out to me because, it was the very same episode I saw with my brother, but in English. Episodes 3 and 4 are missing a few scenes, and overall, more disturbing than the first 2. On episode 3, near the, 5-minute and 10-second mark, is when Happy Appy does his first evil smile for 25 seconds. A scene that could send chills down anyone's spines was the boo-boo part in the Nate Needs Help. Happy A's Nate, who has a bruise on his knee. He looks to the camera, giving off the same evil smile that I remember from 2000, and says, "What does Nate need for this boo-boo?" For 30 seconds, he stared at the camera, motionless, with the soulless baby blue eyes locking onto anyone watching. Finally, he broke the silence with, "That's right, a bandage!" Why did he take so long to speak? I'll never know. Also, the out-of-place objects were getting more noticeable. In Nate's Needs Help, the radio plays what sounds like a country cover of Hot and Cold, which was made in 2008 and very out of place for a kids show.